YouTube. Let's go. Cause I heard one of the guys that was in my stream.
This fucking game.
Yeah, he like didn't know how to turn anything in.
He's like sitting there fucking life leeching off this mob, like resummoning his fucking pets in the middle of a fight and shit. Like what the fuck?
Oh, so there is a delay with YouTube.
Yeah.
My bad.
My bad.
Well, there's this one that Raymond showed me, the Smash TV. Like, tried it for a little bit. It's not bad or anything, it's just... I don't think there's enough people to be seen there. Other than, like, foreigners, like a bunch of, like, Russian people. But there's a guy in my chat who's just like, oh yeah, I'd be careful streaming stuff like that, like private servers, because it's against Twitch terms of service. So I was like, alright, don't want to lose the name that I got, yeah. They still won't email me back on what I did wrong.
No, they don't. Why can't I? Oh, that's stupid.
Wombo combo. What are you leveling, D?
Shaman right now.
Nice. What faction?
Horde.
Even better.
Even better, orc.
Ooh.
Dude, the chat in this dude's fucking stream is so brutal.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, like... I'm so surprised too, like, he just doesn't even acknowledge them. So he's either probably doesn't have his, like, dashboard pulled up, or maybe he
probably
just doesn't give a fuck.
Like, dead inside.
Dead inside? It's just gone that far, where he's just like, fuck it, I'm dead inside. Yeah, he's number 5 right now.
Can't let his fucking streamers see him get him, you know.
Get a rise.
Not even that good.
Oh, he's terrible. Like, it's not even, it's sad.
Like, that's fucking insane. I don't get it.
I just watched that like a couple seconds of him trying to lean forward, and that was it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh boy.
Like, he hella grabs, like, his desk to pull him forward.
Aww.
Like, hella mean, but still, it's kind of funny.
Some fucking reinforced desk. Oh boy.
Like, I don't recognize anybody at the moment of like who he's on top of. Alright, right here. BlizzCon champion. Like, people know who that player is. The Daisy Duke TV guy.
Oh yeah.
And like, he's above him.
No, nice.
No way. No way. Twitch is evil and corrupt.
Considering he only has 700 less viewers than Snuts, and Snuts is one of the top streamers for WoW all the time, like the dude probably view bot it.
I like reported it.
Yeah, I did too.
The thing is, they can't really do anything about it unless the guy like admits he's viewbotting. There's nothing they can do.
Well, it looks pretty obvious though.
Legitimacy of accounts. There's been people that I've seen get removed because of it.
Like, I don't know. Like, I've seen there's been a guy viewbotting StarCraft for literal years, and he's never been banned for it. And like, it's been proven over and over and over again.
Interesting. There's this guy that I saw like Wreckful getting into it with him about viewbotting. He was like, no fucking way is this guy like above me. And like there's just like a bunch of his chat going into that dude's stream, and then that guy was sending like people over. And it was just like a funny long process.
We're gonna start these potatoes.
Ooh, potatoes. Potatoes.
So like, is your gun holding the desk down so it doesn't float away? What do you say, Chris?
I said, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Jesus Christ is right.
Cheese and rice. Oh hey, the drop rate seems like it's increased a little bit. I'm a fucking disease-ridden man. Diseases suck back then. They last forever. What the fuck?
What?
Did you use that cutting board for raw meat?
I didn't. It's dirty from last time I used it.
There ain't nothing dirty about raw meat.
Oh, did you hear him say that? Raw meat?
Yeah. That's what I come here for.
I heard it too.
I heard it too. Thanks.
Eric's just backing me up.
Thanks, Eric. Jesus.
You're welcome.
God. Why? I kicked it.
He's not even talking to anybody, is he?
Who'd you kick?
Nah, he's just like talking to himself, I think. I'm not watching his channel because I don't want to give him any more viewers or chatter. But
I want to give him all the views.
all the views, just fucking broadcast his shit. Hey, everybody who's interested in Twitch, give this guy a shout out.
Yeah.
Make sure you give him your free fucking Twitch Prime sub.
Or just throw money at him. You don't even need a sub.
Yeah. I like his donate thing. I was like, please donate only if you have spare money. Don't donate if you're like financially like can't support it.
Thanks for the heads up, bro.
Yeah,
I was about to fucking give you my last dollar.
exactly. Like that shit's hella
That's-
cringy.
That's funny as shit. I'm so fucking hungry, but I really want to give a donation to it.
Yeah. My fucking wife and kids are gonna kill me, but I'm gonna give you my fucking paycheck, bro. Like, even though you don't even acknowledge anybody in your chat, I'm just gonna fucking give it up.
Oh my god, I can't do these Legion assaults either.
Dude, I missed that event. That event was so fucking fun.
Yeah, it was.
I'm interested in what they're going to be doing this time for Battle of Azeroth.
Fuck this, I'm gonna go back.
So did you complete all of the raids and the cinematics
No.
Then you're no help to me.
No, I'm not.
Not really, not no.
I'm pretty curious on if there's like any new like update with like Azeroth.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Cause in Legion, like, it comes out that Azeroth's a fucking Titan.
Tight pussy!
Ooh. Living on that body.
Oh man. My meat curtains are fucking dripping.
That meat wallet.
Right back.
No food. New to streaming. Need help. I think he turned down the number of his viewers.
Like it was a dial or something.
Yeah.
Let's bring it down a bit.
People are catching on. So did you figure out what you're gonna do with Alaska?
Oh yeah, fucking like I was talking to Alexa what a couple days ago. And she was like, "Yeah, fucking you come down here and we'll I'll bring you to a bunch of captains that she personally knows and get something going."
Personally.
But she was just like, "Yeah, this fucking she told me that she's gonna be over there March. I'll be back home, I guess. And that would be like a prime time to talk to everybody personally and meet them, tell them pretty much what I'm trying to do. They
Yeah.
said it should be fairly easy, like, and I shouldn't have a problem with like the work and all that stuff, as long as I'm straight like I was with her. There's
Yeah,
no
the work
reason
up
to
there
send
is like
me.
really easy. It's just fucking monotonous shit. Mind numbing for hours on end.
Yeah, it seems like the actual work process, the tedious task, and like getting it started is just gonna be like the only thing that's painful.
Yeah.
So yeah, right now I'm just trying to look for some fools to like get me a couch or a bed to sleep on and a shower to use.
Where at?
Over in Sika.
Mm.
I found a couple of hostels, but I only want to do that if I need to for like a period of time. I'd rather just like try to find someone's house and pay them for rent.
Just find a legit boat and live on it.
Live in a hostel. Well, not cheap, but kind of around the same amount.
Cause room and board on like most boats is like probably like 100 or so out of your check.
How much?
It's like 100 or so out of your check.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Because there are
that's
boats
fine.
that
It's just
are
until
out
then.
at sea for like a couple months at a time, and you just live on the boat.
Yeah, that's like kind of the experience I was expecting.
Was it? Or did I make it up?
Nah, I figured like I don't know. I wouldn't say like weeks, but like a week at most before getting to port or whatever.
Oh, it's retarded. I
So
keep kicking this ability, and it still is able to fucking cast it after I kicked him. But yeah, like,
I'm gonna.
only thing I can say is just like, if you're down for it, like it's cool. But if not, it's going to be like 3 to about 9 months of like super boredom.
Yeah, I figured. I mean, I'm gonna be down for it like all the way through.
Yeah.
Like, there's not gonna. I think she was saying as long as like you don't like bail, but I think she meant like in the middle of the season. I don't know if she meant like afterwards, like to do it continuously for like multiple years. Like if they're cool with me just like getting one season in to like test the waters, then that'd be hella tight.
Yeah, that's doable. What the fuck is that? Big ass
'Cause
pterodactyl.
I don't want to be like, oh yeah, let me fucking, I'll, you know, be employed with you forever, and then just help like bail after the first season, get the hopes up.
Nah,
JK,
that
dude.
shit, that happens more than you think.
Oh yeah, so I'm gonna like try to be straight up with them and just tell them like, listen, I don't know
Wait, why
what
can't...
if it's gonna be persistent. This is gonna be the only time, but
Oh, that's why.
yay.
Yeah, fuck it, go for it.
Yeah, now I just need to message her and see when I should buy my plane ticket, because the cheapest one that I found was like $230. I was like,
Yeah,
fuck.
that's like, it's pretty much what I told you is like what I told her. Like, if you're going, like, go for the fact of like work and shit, and then like figure out what you're doing later.
Yeah.
Because if you're out there and you're just living on the boat working, like you've got months to think about, like if you're gonna live out there, if you're gonna fly out there, if you're like for next season, or if you're just gonna go to another country and like fucking stretch your money
Mhm.
and shit like that. Because if you go there just thinking like, oh, like I'm only doing it for a job, like you can get a job that'll pay just as much down here if you just looked for it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it wasn't so much for like the money. It was just like a different experience of work.
Yeah. Because once you have that, literally there was like a ton of places that would like read my resume and they're like, "Oh my God, you worked in Alaska?" I was just like, "Yeah," and they're like, "Was it like Deadliest Catch?" I was like, "It was like that for like a day." Well, I was like, I worked like pretty much like 16 to 20 hour shifts every day, and they're like, "Oh man, like you're more than like qualified for this." There's like a few of the Filipino guys at work. Like they'll talk to me and they're just like, "Oh yeah, like I used to work on a fishing boat." I was just like, "No fucking way." I was like, "Me too. Where at?" They're like, "Oh, like in the Aleutian Islands." I was like, "Oh nice. I used to like fucking go dock up in Chicknick, which is on the Aleutian Islands." I was like, "I worked in the Barents Sea." And they're like, "Fuck." They're like, "You did all that too?" I was just like, "Yeah." And they're like, "So these hours aren't like anything to you?" I was like, "No." I was like, "This is pretty much a cakewalk here." but it's a great experience at that. If that's like a main thing that you want to get out of it is like the work experience and like the life experience, and that's a solid job. Isn't that right, D?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yep, see, she knows.
Yeah, sure.
Nah, yeah, it's pretty crazy. 'Cause it's like, all right, well, fucking, I just gotta wait and then do it.
Still think you can get an experience like that anywhere over here, but that's just me. I said I'm pretty sure you can get a work experience like that anywhere over here, especially in the valley. If you want to do like something commercial like that, fucking working as like a cherry picker. I think it was like 2009 or 10. I was looking at it, and they were paying like $15 starting.
No, yeah, they
And-
pay like crazy. That's like hot ass days.
And all they do is fucking they drink beer, they listen to music, and they hang out with their friends while like they fill up their buckets. And like whenever I went there too, all those people, they're brand new fucking cars.
How's your headset?
I like it a lot.
Okay, well, I'm ready to burn and then I'll be back.
What? You came here first?
Yeah, because they had to drop all the shit off because they wanted it.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
My good.
It's 90.
Fasting. My good. I haven't eaten all day. And this woman is taking her time, her sweet time, to bring me my food. Killing pterodactyls. Oh yeah, no game sound is on. I was gonna listen to music, but I was just like, oh, I'll hop in the chat with the guys. Haven't talked to you guys in a little bit.
Bullspit.
Bullshit.
Moo. Patooey.
There's this Mexican guy that I used to work with. He was like, Nicholas. I was like, yeah. He was like, you know what malarkey is, right? I just started laughing. I was like, yeah. He was like, don't be full of malarkey. He was like, it's not good.
Pretty awesome. Yeah, I figured with the money that I get, I'm just gonna put it towards like fixing up the house and
Fixing up a house.
yes, I rebound.
Did you buy a house?
Nah, it'll be towards the future when it is.
Dude, just get a job at Tesla, man.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
You don't have to leave. You can still play video games. You can still see your friends.
Still have a life.
That was like one thing that killed me whenever I was there. Like, I like deleted my Facebook because like I kept seeing people like, oh, like, hey, going out and doing this. Like, you should come. I was like, yeah, don't fucking live there anymore. You're kind of like a little bit like you're in a time lock.
Yeah, I kind of been there.
Yeah, exactly. Like overseas.
You
But
just see like life going on without you.
but
So-
whenever you're overseas though, like you still have hundreds of your fucking friends with you. Or your coworkers. Working there, it was the same fucking 4 people over and over and over and over and over again.
Yeah. I know that's another thing. I just hope I make like easy friends with these guys.
It's a hit or miss.
Fucking asshole. I'm pretty good at like getting along with anybody. It's just like don't be a fucking chode.
Like one of the guys that I like became like kind of cool friends with at the time was it was a deckhand. It was this bigger Samoan guy, and his like little brother worked with us as well. And fucking he got hella crazy one night and like whooped the shit out of this other dude. And like he came up to me because I was like in the middle of it. I was like trying to stop them. I was like, hey, I was like, don't fucking fight like this. I was like, dude's gonna call the cops, Coast Guard's gonna show up. I was like, you'll get in trouble. I was like, and you can lose your job. I was like, just gotta like think about it. And like he fucking just kept swinging and hauling off on that dude. And then he came in like later and he was just like, hey, he was like, I just want you to know like my job's like still here and whatnot. And he was like, I appreciate you trying to break up the fight. And he was like, I just want to say I'm sorry. I was like, it's all good, dude. But like in the moment, I was like terrified for like the guy that he was fucking fighting. I was like, oh my god. Like he fucking hooked that dude up. And then there was one part, like whenever like I started walking up, like he threw his arm over him. And I thought like they were just playing around because he put his arm over the guy. He's like, nah. He was like, come over here, and just fucking start like tighten that arm
Like,
that
he's gonna
had
give
it.
him a
And it was like
noogie.
whack, whack, whack. I was like, fuck. It's because the dude was like talking shit on his little brother, and he was like, "You're lucky your older brother's here to save your ass."
That's funny.
I think he said like a derogatory term
talk
too,
shit
like
about
towards
me.
like Samoans.
People get super butthurt about their own race.
I think it's a mixture of that and a mixture of like working in a small area with like the same people for a long ass time too. Just had like a bunch
Oh
of
yeah, definitely.
bunch of plays into it.
Tensions
Fucking
is fucking-
fatigued.
Hell yeah. There's been plenty of times where got enough fights over like stupid ass shit.
Fucking being off and being too loud. Hey, shut the hell up. They're like one of the most annoying things though, where whenever you had to go take a shit and somebody was just sitting on the fucking pot for hella long.
Fucking hate that shit.
I was like, what are you doing in there? Like beat off in your fucking bunk.
That shit happened to me at work. I need to take a shit, but someone's sitting. I'm like, oh my god, man, I'm gonna destroy this toilet.
That's why you fucking shit right in front of the door so they step in it. You like that?
You like that?
Struggling. Alright, what else do I have? Got that complete, that one's complete. I need to go buy food real quick.
What's that?
Talking to the cats.
Oh.
Talking to the kitty cats. So I talked to my mom.
Not you.